Last month, I canceled a $299 per year financial planning subscription. Not because I stopped caring about my money, but because I spent one weekend building something better for free, using AI tools that literally anyone can access right now. And here's the wild part. Researchers at MIT found that ChatGPT is already close to passing the CFA exam. That's the same certification that financial advisors spend thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours studying for. So I thought, what happens if I actually put these tools to work? Not as a toy, not as a gimmick, but as a real, functioning financial command center for my entire financial life. By the end of this video, you're going to have a step-by-step blueprint to build your own personalized financial dashboard. One that tracks your net worth, your spending, your investments, and your debt, all in one place. And not just tracks it, it actually tells you what to do next. Like a financial advisor that never sleeps, never charges you, and never judges you for that impulse purchase at Target. I'm going to show you the exact free tools I used, how I connected them, and the prompts I wrote to make AI do the heavy analytical lifting. No coding required, no finance degree required. If you can copy and paste, you can do this. And I'm going to be honest about where this approach has real limitations, because it does. So stick around for that part, because it might save you from a very expensive mistake. Okay, so here's the landscape. The personal finance software market is enormous. You've got apps charging $10, $20, $50 a month to basically show you pie charts of your own money. And look, some of them are genuinely good. But here's what changed. In the last 18 months, AI tools have gotten scary good at understanding financial concepts. MIT Sloan professor Andrew Lo, one of the most respected names in finance, presented research at the 2024 MIT AI conference showing that large language models like ChatGPT, even without any special financial training, almost pass CFA-level domain knowledge tests. Almost. But here's the kicker. With what Lowe described as a relatively light module, not a lot of data, and not a lot of analytics, these models were able to generate passing-level financial knowledge. Think about that for a second. A free tool with a little bit of guidance can operate at the knowledge level of a certified financial analyst. Now, and this is important, knowledge is not the same as personalized advice. We're going to talk about that distinction later because it really matters. But the point is this. The gap between what expensive software does and what you can build yourself with free tools has never been smaller. Columbia Business School literally launched an AI for Business and Finance certificate program that requires no coding, no Excel skills, no statistics background. Cornell has a similar program. These aren't fringe institutions experimenting with something weird. These are Ivy League schools saying, hey, this is now a core competency. If the best business schools in the world are telling professionals they need to understand AI in finance, maybe we should be using it too. So that's exactly what I did. And I'm going to walk you through the whole thing. All right, let's build this thing. Step one is the least glamorous but most important part, gathering your data. Your dashboard is only as good as the information feeding it. So here's what I did. I opened a free Google Sheet. That's our home base. You could use Notion, you could use Airtable, whatever you're comfortable with. But Google Sheets is free, it's flexible, and it plays nicely with AI tools. Then I created 5 tabs. Tab 1, Income. Every source of money coming in. Salary, side hustles, dividends, that $20 your uncle still sends you on your birthday. Tab 2, Fixed expenses. Rent, insurance, subscriptions, loan payments, anything that hits your account the same way every month. Tab 3, Variable expenses. Groceries, dining out, entertainment, that Target run we already talked about. Tab 4, Assets. Bank accounts, investment accounts, retirement accounts, property value if you own, crypto if you're into that. Tab 5, Debts. Every single thing you owe, the balance, the interest rate, and the minimum payment. Now here's the key. You don't have to get this perfect on day one. Start with your best estimates. You can refine it later. The goal right now is to get everything in one place. Most people have never actually done this. They have a vague sense of their finances, but they've never seen the complete picture on one screen. And honestly, that's where most of the magic happens. Just seeing it all together changes how you think about money. Now, step two is where we stop doing things manually like it's 2005. There are free fintech apps that can automatically pull your transaction data and categorize it. I'm not going to tell you which specific app to use because honestly, they change and update constantly, but look for apps that offer free account aggregation, meaning they connect to your bank accounts, credit cards, and investment accounts and pull in your transactions automatically. Many of these apps let you export your data as a CSV file. That's your golden ticket. You export that CSV, you drop it into your Google Sheet, and suddenly your variable expenses tab is populated with real data instead of guesses. For investments, most brokerage platforms let you export your holdings and performance data. Download that, drop it into your Assets tab. Here's a pro tip that saved me hours. Set a recurring calendar reminder. Every Sunday morning, 15 minutes, update your sheet, export fresh data, paste it in. That's it. 15 minutes a week to have a completely current picture of your entire financial life. Some people spend more time than that deciding what to watch on Netflix. And if you want to get fancy, some of these fintech apps have APIs, basically ways for other software to talk to them automatically. We'll touch on that in a minute. But for now, the CSV export method works perfectly and requires zero technical skill. Okay, now we've got data flowing in. Step 3 is making it actually look like a dashboard and not just a wall of numbers that makes your eyes glaze over. There are a few ways to do this, and I tested all of them. Option 1. Google Sheets charts. Honestly, these are better than most people realize. You can build a net worth line chart that updates automatically, a spending breakdown pie chart, an investment allocation donut chart, all inside the same spreadsheet where your data lives. No extra tools needed. Option 2, and this is what I ended up using for my main dashboard, is Google Looker Studio. It used to be called Google Data Studio. It's completely free, it connects directly to Google Sheets, and it lets you build genuinely beautiful interactive dashboards. Drag and drop. I'm talking real-time charts, filters by date range, color-coded categories. It looks like something a Fortune 500 company would use for their quarterly reports. And it took me about 2 hours to set up the first time. Option 3 is for the slightly more adventurous, open-source tools like Metabase or Apache Superset. These are free, powerful, and used by actual data teams at real companies. But they require a bit more setup. For most people watching this, Looker Studio is the sweet spot. It's free, it's visual, and it makes you feel like a financial genius every time you open it. Here's what my dashboard ended up looking like. At the top, my net worth, updated weekly, with a trend line showing the last 12 months. Below that, a spending breakdown for the current month compared to my budget targets. On the right, my investment portfolio allocation with actual versus target percentages. And at the bottom, my debt payoff progress with projected payoff dates. All of this from free tools. All of it updating with 15 minutes of work per week. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Steps 1 through 3 gave us a dashboard. Step 4 turns it into an intelligent dashboard. This is where AI comes in, and this is the part that would have been science fiction 5 years ago. Here's what I do. Every week, after I update my data, I copy my key financial summary. Net worth, income, expenses by category, investment returns, debt balances, and I paste it into ChatGPT with a specific prompt. And the prompt matters a lot, so let me give you the framework I use. I say something like, here is my current financial snapshot. I'm a certain age, my goal is to... And then I state my specific goal, whether that's building a 6-month emergency fund, maximizing retirement contributions, paying off student loans, whatever. Then I ask, based on this data, what are the 3 highest impact actions I should take this month? What spending categories show the most room for optimization? And are there any red flags in my financial picture that I might be missing? The responses I get are genuinely impressive. It identified that I was spending more on subscriptions than I realized, by a lot. It noticed that my emergency fund was below the typical 3 to 6 month recommendation and prioritized that over extra debt payments, which actually aligned with what most financial planners would suggest. It even flagged that my investment allocation was more aggressive than typical recommendations for someone my age and suggested I research rebalancing. Now, how you must I, and I cannot stress this enough. I treat these outputs as a starting point for my own research, not as gospel. This is a language model generating responses based on patterns, not a licensed financial advisor who knows my complete situation. But as a thinking partner, as a way to surface things I might have missed, it's remarkable. And it's free. Here's another prompt I love. I paste in my last 3 months of spending data and ask, if I wanted to save an additional $500 per month without dramatically changing my lifestyle, where would you suggest I look first? The specificity of the answers genuinely surprised me. It didn't just say, spend less on dining out. It broke down the math, showed me the weekly average, and suggested a specific reduction target that would hit my goal. That's the kind of analysis that used to require a human sitting across from you, charging $200 an hour. Step 5 is optional, but it's what took my dashboard from good to I can't believe this is free. Automation. There are free tools like Make, formerly called Integromat, and Google Apps Script that can connect your different tools together. For example, I set up a simple automation that every Monday morning sends me a summary email with my key financial metrics pulled directly from my Google Sheet. Net worth change from last week. Spending so far this month versus budget. Any bills coming due in the next 7 days. It took me about an hour to set up using a YouTube tutorial. I'll describe the process so you can search for something similar. Basically, you write a tiny script in Google Sheets. And when I say tiny, I mean like 15 lines that you can literally ask ChatGPT to write for you. You tell it, write me a Google Apps script that emails me a summary of cells A1 through A10 every Monday at 8 a.m. It generates the code. You paste it in. Done. You can also set up conditional formatting in your spreadsheet so that cells turn red when you're over budget, green when you're under, yellow when you're getting close. It sounds simple, but these visual cues are incredibly powerful. When you open your dashboard and see a wall of green, it feels good. When you see red creeping in, it triggers action before things get out of hand. The point of automation isn't to be fancy, it's to reduce friction. The less effort it takes to stay on top of your money, the more likely you are to actually do it. And that consistency is where real financial progress comes from. Okay, now here's the part where I'm going to challenge everything I just showed you. Because if I only told you the good stuff, I'd be doing you a disservice. This AI-powered dashboard is genuinely useful. I use it every single week. But there are things it absolutely cannot do, and if you ignore these limitations, you could make some really costly mistakes. First, AI does not understand your complete financial picture the way a qualified human advisor can. It doesn't know about the tax implications specific to your state. It doesn't know about your employer's specific benefits package. It doesn't know that you're about to inherit property or that your spouse is thinking about changing careers. Context matters enormously in financial planning, and AI only knows what you tell it. Second, and this is the big one, AI can be confidently wrong. It will give you an answer that sounds authoritative and well-reasoned, and it might be based on outdated information or a misunderstanding of your situation. I actually tested this. I gave ChatGPT a scenario with some tricky tax implications, and it gave me advice that sounded great but was actually not aligned with current tax law. If I had followed it without checking, it could have been a problem. Third, for major financial decisions, I'm talking buying a house, estate planning, complex tax situations, insurance needs, please consult qualified professionals. A CPA, a fee-only financial advisor, and a state attorney. These are situations where the cost of getting it wrong far exceeds the cost of professional help. Think of your AI dashboard like a really good fitness tracker. It can tell you how many steps you took, track your trends, and suggest you move more. But if you're having chest pain, you go to a doctor, you don't ask your Fitbit. Use AI as your financial fitness tracker. Use professionals for the big medical decisions. That's the framework that works. All right, so with those caveats firmly in place, let me show you the final piece that ties everything together, the monthly AI financial review. This is my favorite part of the whole system. On the first of every month, I export my complete dashboard data and run what I call a monthly financial checkup with AI. I use a detailed prompt that I've refined over several months. It goes something like this. You are a financial analysis assistant. Here's my complete financial data for the past month, including income, expenses by category, net worth change, investment performance, and debt balances. Please provide 1. A summary of key changes from last month. 2. My savings rate and how it compares to common benchmarks. 3. The top 3 areas where I overspent relative to my targets. 4. A prioritized list of 3 financial actions for next month based on my stated goal of 5. And then I insert whatever I'm currently focused on. The output reads like a personalized financial report. And over time, because I save each month's report, I can actually see how my financial behavior is evolving. I can see patterns. Oh, I always overspend in December? Okay, let me budget for that next year. My savings rate dips every quarter when insurance premiums hit. Let me smooth that out. These are insights that would take a human advisor multiple sessions to surface, and I'm getting them in about 5 minutes on the first of every month. Combined with the weekly 15-minute data updates, I'm spending less than 2 hours per month on comprehensive financial management. That's less time than most people spend scrolling social media in a single day. Okay, let's bring this all home. Here are your 5 concrete steps to build your own AI-powered financial dashboard this weekend. Step 1. Create your Google Sheet with 5 tabs: income, fixed expenses, variable expenses, assets, and debts. Populate it with your best current estimates. Don't let perfectionism stop you. Rough numbers today beat perfect numbers never. Step 2. Connect a free Fintech app for automatic transaction tracking. Set up CSV exports and get your real spending data into your sheet. Step 3. Build your visual dashboard in Google Looker Studio. Connect it to your Google Sheet. Start with 4 panels: net worth trend, spending breakdown, investment allocation, and debt progress. 2 hours tops. Step 4. Develop your AI prompt framework. Start with the snapshot, goal, 3 questions format I described. Run it weekly with your updated data. Save every response so you can track patterns over time. Step 5. Automate what you can. Set up that Monday morning email summary. Add conditional formatting to your spreadsheet. Put a recurring 15-minute calendar block every Sunday for your weekly update. The total cost of this entire system is $0. The total setup time is 1 weekend. And the ongoing maintenance is about 15 minutes per week plus 5 minutes on the first of each month. Compare that to financial planning software that costs hundreds of dollars a year, or a financial advisor who charges 1% of your assets annually. For someone with a $200,000 portfolio, that's $2,000 a year, every year. Now, and I'll say it one more time, there are absolutely situations where a professional advisor is worth every penny. Complex tax situations, estate planning, major life transitions. But for the week-to-week work of tracking, understanding, and optimizing your financial life, this free system does the job remarkably well. If you actually build this dashboard, and I really hope you do, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and tell me which step you're starting with, or if you've already been using AI for your finances, what's working for you? I learn as much from the comments on these videos as you hopefully learn from the video itself. And if this was helpful, you know what to do. Subscribing genuinely helps this channel keep making content like this. Detailed, practical, no fluff, no hype. I've got more videos coming on specific AI prompts for investing research, for tax optimization, and for building a retirement projection model, all using free tools. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, I'll see you in the next one. Go build that dashboard. Your future self is going to thank you.